Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was just about ready to jump in. But anyway, my bad, man. Hey, back once again, man. I'm back, man. You know what I mean? This your boy PayDayTre, man, representing for the last second sports, where we give our takedown to the last second, man. Y'all was back here hyped up, man. You know, gigging to the song. I forgot to take my stop my cam. But anyway, like I said, back again, man. It's your boy PayDayTre with Friday's Cowboys Cash In, man. You know, we talk about nothing but America's team, Dallas Cowboys. You know, we welcome all, hey, we welcome all newcomers, we welcome whoever to come in and chat with us. You know what I'm saying? If you want to ever debate and give your take on the Cowboys or any of our foes or anything, man. You know me. You know, I love to talk. I love to debate. I love to argue. But you know, I'm a realist though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I'm good at what I do. But there's some of y'all, there's some of y'all out there that's high too. You know what I'm saying? But whenever y'all ready, man, holler at me. But anyway, man, let me get back to the topic at hand, man. Like I said, this is Cowboys Cash In with PayDayTre, man. You know, it's been a few weeks. You know, we had a few things going on with the podcast. I mean, I'm pretty sure all our fans have already heard, but it is what it is, man. You know, we all go through adversity sometimes. It's not about what you go through. It's about how you overcome it, man. You know, me and my brothers, we're going to remain strong. We're going to overcome this, you know what I mean, and continue to do what we got to do. But, you know, they can't do it without your boy, without yours truly, man. You know, man, they can't do it without any of us, but, you know, they need yours truly, man. You know, I love all my brothers, but, you know, I had to be here, you know what I'm saying, to hold it down. And I had to be here to talk about my team. You know, all the hate I was getting about my team preseason, and now my team looking like the best team on the out of all of us. But anyway, I ain't gonna brag. I ain't gonna get too far ahead of myself. Like I said, this week on the schedule, man, is week 8, man. Week 8, and we are going to Minnesota to play the Vikings this week. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick recap on week 7. Let's see the comments rolling in too. I'm glad y'all here, man. Come on in and join your boy. You know what I mean? Cowboys potential will be 5-2 after Sunday. I mean, don't start, man. Let me talk. Can I give you some little word? But I mean, you are that is facts. You know what I'm saying? Potentially for sure, especially with Dak. But we're gonna get to that. But like I said, first, before I jump to week 8, I want to give a quick recap of week 7 for both of these teams. Of course, both of these teams was on bye weeks in week 7. You know what I mean? So pretty much, you know what I mean, they've been able to study the other team extensively, and therefore should by now been able to establish a game plan that they think should be able to put together a win for themselves. So coming off, you know, week 7, like I said, the Vikings on bye week, but the week before that, they coming off a win against the Carolina Panthers in week 6. That was 34-28. The Vikings currently are 3-3. You know what I'm saying? They had season wins over the Seahawks, the Lions, and the Panthers, and losses against the Bengals, the Cardinals, and the Browns. All by one score or less, though. I got to mention that. I can't throw it out there without saying that. So they've been competitive in all games, though. I think they lost by the Cardinals by 1 point. You see what happened to the Cardinals last night. They finally were the last team to go down and put a loss in the record. I'm glad, too. Even though I picked them to win, I'm just ready to get the undefeated teams out and let's just keep it rolling, man. But anyway, let's the competition begin. But, yeah, 3 losses against those teams, all within 1 point. Of course, my Cowboys, last week, but coming off the overtime win against New England, man, a week ago, or in week 6, you know, with the Dak Prescott walk-off touchdown pass to old CD Lamb, man. And of course, that bumped our record on up to 5-1, which is tied for first in the NFC with 1 loss. You know what I mean? But however, we're not ranked first in NFC. I must start it out there too before they start jumping off in the comments trying to pull my team down. As soon as I elevate us, they're gonna pull us down. Like I said, obviously not the Buccaneers, the Cardinals and the Packers, you know, already having their week 8 game last night and not having to bye. Both of those teams are 7-1. And then you have the Buccaneers who are 6-1 and the Rams who are 6-1. You know what I mean? With that 1 loss by the Buccaneers coming to the Rams, and obviously the 1 loss by the Cardinals coming to the Packers. And my Cowboys are right there coming off a bye week and not having their week 8 game. We right here 5-1, but still 1 loss, but 2 wins behind those other teams. So not ranked number 1, but looking good so far, man. Looking good so far. But of course, that gives us wins over the Chargers, Eagles, Panthers, Giants, and Patriots. And I 1 loss coming week 1 against the defending champions, the Buccaneers. So we all right, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna be good as long as we can keep on trying to do our thing and stack on some more of these wins. Now. Although we won the game with a walk-off touchdown in the overtime, you know what I mean, against the Patriots in New England, old Belichick, you know what I mean, put up more yards against Belichick I think there's a team's ever put up against Belichick, you know, so we did our thing. It was a casualty award, man, unfortunately, and the casualty award was Dak Prescott's calf muscle. Big news right now out of Dallas Cowboys camp, man, and it seems that, like I said, on the last touchdown pass, he strained his calf muscle on the last play. Out of all the plays in the game, all the plays he made, all the plays he went by on the very last play on that touchdown, I don't know what he stretched, what he tweaked, what he did, his twinkle toes. I mean, you know that little move he do. You know what I mean? You know Dak Prescott. I don't know. He didn't twist the hips good or something on that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he strained his calf muscle. And of course, going into the bye week and even after the game, Dak and all the spokesmen men for people who the spokesman for the Cowboys, all of them were saying all the right things. All of them were saying that, oh, it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? It's just all right. With the time off in the bye, just a little strange, just precaution, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Well, now, with less than 48 hours leading up to the game, you know what I'm saying, for Sunday Night Football against Minnesota, there is a real threat that Dak Prescott might miss the game. You know what I mean? It's just true. Now, I feel like if it was a big time game, if it was a playoff game or something, he'd be out there, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, with our situation sitting at 5-1 and them not wanting this calf strain to linger, they would rather sit Dak for a game or two, regardless of the outcome, and just ride with Cooper Rush and see what we can do. And honestly, I agree with that. What us being 5-1 and with the rest of our division being so weak, I would rather us, sit again these next couple games and hopefully see what we can do. And then in order for Dak to be healthy, down the last stretch and hopefully for a playoff run. But I would hate to see him come out and re-injure and end up, being out for a lengthy time, or, it being an injury that lingers on and, it hampers our chances in the playoffs, man. So this is what happens in the season, man. Like I said, none of these teams, none of us is exempt from the trials and tribulations of life. So it's not about what you go through, it's about how you overcome it. And so far, my Cowboys has done pretty good with overcoming injuries and adversity this year. That's why I love the way my team is looking. That's been one of our Achilles heels in the past. But this is our quarterback. This is our franchise man. This is our big money man. So it's going to be hard to get along and get a win without him. Let me go ahead and pull up somebody saying, how you doing, my boy? You know what I mean? Okay, the GOAT. You know what I mean? I hope you're talking about me because I am the GOAT. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. Love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Cooper. Hey, I mean, like you like the best worst friend I got, man. I love you, man. But come on, man. You don't. You think I'm happy about Cooper? Dak. Come on, I'm about to call Dak right now, man. I mean, I hope, come on, because you're right. I don't want no Cooper Rush. Who the heck is Cooper? His name sound cool. He sound cool. Cooper Rush sound like somebody cool to hang out, like he got a cool car, cool house. You know what I mean? Probably a pool in the back, you know what I mean? This and that and that. But the man, Cooper Rush, man, look, honestly, I wouldn't mind going to go pick up old Cam Newton. You know what I mean? Especially with our team, looking the way they're looking and, Dak battling his injuries. Now, I don't know if Cam wants to come off and be a backup. It's about time for him to switch over like Carmelo Anthony had to and realize, hey, if I want to continue to play in this league, I might have to at least accept the backup role on some teams until eventually I can maybe earn another starting job. Who knows? But I wouldn't mind going to go pick up Cam. I feel like he'd be a solid player who can come in, and I would love to have as our backup because, even though I know he has weaknesses with our strengths, with our talent, with our receiver core, with our running back, I feel like we'll put him in a position to thrive for a game or two or three if he ever had to step in for Dak. You know what I mean? Who knows? But that's just wishful thinking. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Dak, if he does, the Cowboys, we do decide to keep him out. I understand the logic. I do. Like I said, I'd rather Dak sit out a game or two in order to be healthy for the long run. I really would. You know what I mean? And like I said, obviously that's what the plan is. But we'll see. It's going to probably be a game time. He's been limited all week. So we'll see. You know what I mean? But let's get back to the topic on hand, man. Let's get back to the topic on hand. I'm my bad. Let me go and jump over to these injuries. Now we're talking about these injuries. And about how these injuries going to affect week 8 and the outcome of the game. You know what I mean? Like I said, if Dak can't go, you know what I'm saying, or Dak can go and looks like himself, I believe, you know what I'm saying, we'll win a hard-fought game. Pulling away, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'll be a decent game, but I feel like we'll win it pulling away. That's how much I believe in my team, my offense, and the way we're playing right now. But, and this is a big but, you know what I mean? Because, I'm a Cowboys fan. If Dak can't play, go back over these comments. If Dak can't play, man, I say it's going to be a different team on the field, you know what I'm saying, that than the one that resembled our Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, this whole year. It'll be a different team that we've seen this whole year. It's actually going to resemble the Cowboys of some of our old teams in these previous years, you know what I mean? A team that's struggling, you know what I'm saying, to move the ball and to, capitalize on opportunities. I think the Vikings should be a slight favorite at home if Dak Prescott is out. You know what I mean? I really do believe that. Now, Dak's injury, you know what I'm saying, and whether he plays or not, isn't the only player consideration for the Cowboys or the Vikings, though. Like I said, there's several other injuries, you know what I'm saying, going on that's major considerations. Of course, like I said, Dak did log a limited practice all week, which is a good thing. But he said it was rumors that he was a little sore after yesterday. But also another player who logged limited practices all week is future Hall of Famer Tyron Smith. And no, it's not the neck, my back, my neck and my back is not that. You know what I mean? It's actually the ankle. You know what I mean? So I don't know what Twinkle Toes been doing over there, but Tyron Smith is battling ankle injuries right now. So he's logged limited practices all week, as well as Doris Armstrong, which is one of our defensive ends, a nice young defensive end who's a good, solid player. You know, he's been limited all week and kind of banged up with an ankle injury. So I don't know, man. All three of them is questionable. You know what I mean? But on the brighter side, of course, you know, we expected to get Gallup back pretty soon. I don't think he's going to play this game, but he's been activated off IR and back in practice and things like that. And Neville Gallimore and DeMarcus Lawrence should be not too far behind him, you know, getting closer to return too. You know, both being starters coming into this season on the defensive line, and Lawrence being considered our best defensive player. You know, to me, he is our best defensive player and one of the best all-around defensive players in the league. I know his sack numbers are down, but we've had these talks. You know, man, go look at him, run defense, leadership, and even sack pressures. I mean, quarterback pressures. He's right up there with all other DNs. Sometimes they don't turn into sack numbers, but look at the pressures, look at his production. I mean, that boy DeMarcus Lawrence is a good player. Any of your teams would love to have him. Trust me. I don't care who your other DN is. Even if he's the second best on your team, any of y'all teams would love to have old DeMarcus Lawrence, man. I love him. But we need him back. For the Vikings, they're without defensive tackle Michael Pierce, you know, who they call the Juggernaut or something like that, big, strong dude, you know, this and that. I'm glad he ain't there. Somebody nicknamed Juggernaut, get him out of here. We don't need that, especially with Dak Prescott ankle, you know, being tender right now. Get Juggernaut out of there. Also, rookie pass rusher Patrick Jones II. He's out with a knee injury. And somebody else who was out or banged up is old D.D. Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? But who cares? I mean, I'd rather have Russell Westbrook right now than D.D. Westbrook. You know, we got C.D., they got D.D. You know what I'm saying? He can sit down somewhere. But anyway, he's banged up. That's another injury. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I said, both teams battling some injuries. You know what I'm saying? The most notable, obviously, being Dak Prescott and monitoring if he's going to be able to go this week or if we're going to continue, if we're going to try to sit him down. Like I said, if it was an important game or a must-win game, he would hands down be out there, even if he wasn't at 100%. And I think that he'd be effective. It's more so on the precaution side of why we might sit him and for the future. It's not necessarily because he can't go out there and be productive. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm okay with that. But now that I done talked all that smack and talked about all that and how this and that and all that might happen, let me get on over to my Sunday night football prediction for this game, man. I got two predictions for this game. I got one with Dak and one without Dak. I had to be fair, you know what I mean? My prediction for Sunday with Dak is actually 34-27. You know what I mean? That's a one touchdown game. But that's me. Like I said it'll be a hard fought, good game over in Minnesota. But I feel like we'll win the game going away. You know what I mean? Looking like we should have scored more points. And all we was actually, like I said, going away. Y'all get it. Y'all not slow. And my prediction for Sunday without Dak, though, I predict we win 27-24. Come on, now. Did y'all really think I was going to go against my Cowboys, man? I don't care if Dak is hurt or not. You know what I mean? I still believe in my team. I mean, come on. Y'all thought I was really going to pick against the Cowboys? Let's be serious, man. Let's be serious. Hold on. Let's see what they're talking. Okay, we got y'all. We got you. Comments, keep them rolling, man. What you thought I was going? Okay. Yeah, I mean, come on, let's be serious. Some will say, because like I said, my first prediction was 34-27. My second prediction was that we win 27-24. And some will say, how is that going to affect the score of the Vikings offense when he don't play defense? Like, that don't really make too much sense. But it does, though. You know what I mean? Because if we don't play with Dak, then obviously we're going to try to establish the run more and slow down the game pace and try to, make it a slower, game. I mean, so that means less opportunities and less plays for the team. So I feel like the score will be a little bit low, but not much. I feel like we can still get away with the win 27-24. Like I said, we'll look to establish run and slow down the tempo of the game. So I feel like that'll lower the score a little bit. But honestly, though, like I said, I mean, that's me being a homer. I'm going to pick my Cowboys to win either way. But I will say, honestly, that these two teams match up very well. Like, very well. Like, great. You know what I'm saying? To mention, the offenses for both teams, I've talked about them a lot. good offensive weapons for both sides. My side has, the guys we all know about. I mention them again here when I talk about the fantasy. But of course, the Vikings, we know them over there. They got Cooks over there, nice up and coming running back, one of the top 5 running backs. They got Jefferson, top rookie receiver last year, broke records and looked like one of the upcoming wide receivers in the league. Thielen, I love me some Thielen. Cousins, who at times can look like a top 10 quarterback, and at times he can be inconsistent. But on any given day, he's good. I mean, he's okay. It's not 15 quarterbacks in the league better than him on most Sundays. You know what I mean? Now Dak is, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like they got the offensive weapons to, of course, put points on the board if they're on. If they're on, that's the key question. But one team that has been on has been my team. You know what I mean? But let's get off the offense, man, and jump to the defense, because that's where it's going to come down to this game. Both teams, I give credit to having a fast defense with playmakers at all levels. You know what I'm saying? Of course, going with my team, our team as Cowboys fans, we know about Diggs and what he's done. Now he's had an interception in every game, leads the league in 7 interceptions. I mean, it's kind of like, he can't have an interception next game, can he? Then he has one. I've said that the past 3 games, so I'm not doubting the kid no more. On my IDP league, I actually got him as my starting defensive back. Until he don't have interception, because usually you want safeties or cats getting tackles or something like that. No, I got Diggs, and he's the top, scoring D-back too in IDP. So I'm going to ride with him until he don't get an interception. But like I said, we got him, who has elevated his game tremendously and one of the most popular players right now in the NFL with the way he's been playing. But, even more than that, man, or just as much as that, the other headline that I got to talk about, man, is the play of our rookies on defense, man. Of course, Michael Parsons, our number 1, draft pick, who's an animal, and I love him, who'll continue to get better. But I got to mention Osa, man, Odigwizua. I got to mention him. I got to mention Chauncey Golston. I got to mention, the person that a lot of people consider to be the steal of the draft, Jabril Cox, who wasn't getting the opportunities early in the season because we had Jalen Smith. But once we've let Jalen Smith go, he's getting more opportunities. He's going to continue to uptick his play. I love the way these kids are coming out there playing, and just these kids being rookies has changed the dynamics of our defense. Chauncey Golston, also great run defenders, great hard-nosed players. Parsons, what he do. And like I said, Jabril Cox brings a whole nother dimension to the line. I like the young players and the young core we got. I love it. I don't just like it. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? But I can't talk about them without giving the Vikings some love too, man, because the Vikings got some straight dogs over there, man. They got some playmakers too on all 3 levels. Of course, we know Danielle Hunter, Danielle, whatever, straight baller, doing this thing again this year amongst the top at the D ends. Eric Kendricks at linebacker, one of the top coverage linebackers and top paid linebackers. They also got Anthony Barr, who's a very athletic linebacker, was once a first-round draft pick. And the OG in the secondary, man, that's your boy Harrison Smith. I love me some Harrison Smith. I've always liked Harrison Smith, and he gave me the reason not to like him. So the Vikings got some playmakers over there, man. It can be a hard-fought game. I don't know what's going to happen. Of course, I'm going to put my trust in the Cowboys, but anything can happen. This is one of those games that I wouldn't be surprised if we came out and fought and the Vikings end up pulling away, especially being at home. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, I'm going for the win, man. Like I said, that defense over there with them vets, along with the young talent around them on both sides, hey, anything can happen. But based on how these teams have performed and showed up to this point, man, it's hard for me to go against my team. You know what I'm saying? We've met all challenges and overcame all challenges other than, week 1, but we met them at the door, you know what I'm saying, right there, face to face, head to head, and went back and down. You know what I mean? So looking at the way we playing, looking at the way they playing, and not putting too much consideration in the Dak playing, because, of course, if he don't play, things change tremendously. I'm still going to ride with my Cowboys, man. That's just the truth. The Vikings led by Kirk Cousins, you know what I'm saying? They have the potential to put up points with the best of them, you know what I'm saying? And they are home, but still. Willpower, heart, execution, turnovers, coaching, you know what I mean? Other things, we'll get to that, you know what I'm saying? But, those will be the deciding factors at the end of the day. And, of course, Dak Prescott, you know what I'm saying? But those will be deciding factors. And until my team shows me otherwise, I'm going to roll with them, you know what I'm saying? More often than not, especially the way we're playing. But this is definitely not a for sure win. Like some of the other weeks we've had, I felt confident going into this week. I can't wait to see this Sunday and see how we perform, especially if Dak is not there. I want to see how my team steps up to the plate and how they perform, you know what I'm saying, straight up. Fantasy news. Let's jump on over to that, man. I got to give y'all some fantasy love, some fantasy, you know what I'm saying, little news for the game. Okay, obviously, man, for the Dallas Cowboys, play all your typical, you know what I'm saying, fantasy starters. You're gonna play Zeke, you're gonna play CD, you're gonna play Coop. If Dak, you know what I'm saying, is playing, I play him too. You know what I'm saying, hands down. You know what I mean? Now, of course, be aware, you know, that he may sit, so you know, have somebody on standby. But if he's playing, start him too. You got to roll with him. Pollard too in deeper leagues, I would say, you know, maybe a flex. You know what I'm saying? Pollard has getting opportunities, but his, you know, yardage and his touchdown, I mean, based on the game Zeke having, based on the floor of the game, you know, it's hit or miss. But I mean, he's definitely somebody to keep on your team and on the bench. But if you you know, thin because of bye weeks or whatever, you can take a flyer on him as a flex. You know what I'm saying? Especially in deeper leagues. But pay attention to Dak's status, of course, though, like I said, because it will affect the offensive players and not all of them the same. I feel like actually speaking on Pollard and Zeke, it will actually, you know, elevate or raise their stock a little bit. If Dak is out, you know what I mean? I feel like I said, we're going to have to establish the run, usually backup quarterbacks or less experienced quarterbacks like to dump it off a lot to the running backs or in the flat. So I can see Pollard and Zeke having more, you know, production in the passing game, especially in PPR. So, I mean, if Dak is out, it'll elevate the stock of my running backs and it'll lower the stock of my wide receivers. Obviously, with Cooper Rush throwing in the ball, he's going to have to throw it, and he's been in practice. And you know what I'm saying, us being dynamic on from the offensive line to the receivers to the run, I mean, it's still going to be opportunities there if he can make the plays, but I still got to roll with CD. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not Coop. If Dak is out, I don't know about, I mean, one of them going to get it, one of them not, but roll with them all, man. Let's just hope Dak is there. Dak has been a strong kid other than the ankle injury last year, which was gruesome. He hasn't missed a game. You know what I mean? He steps in, you know what I'm saying? He's our franchise quarterback, and he's doing his thing, man. I love me some Dak Prescott. Like I said, and the Vikings the same thing in fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Start all your big dogs. Start Cooks, starts Jeffrey, start Jefferson, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Not Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you got Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying, from a couple years back. Yeah. But Jefferson, start Thielen, and even tight end Irv Smith, you know what I'm saying, might have a little decent play. Start Dalton Schultz too from the Cowboys tight end. Like I said, you can start all your big wigs, man. You know what I'm saying, and just roll with them. I feel like they'll be okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, Dak, pay attention, though. Pay attention close, you know what I'm saying? But he's going to be okay. Like, that's our franchise quarterback. If we got to sit him in order for the long run, I'll be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when Tony Romo was our quarterback, man, and us struggling for many years. But I remember the last few years of Tony Romo, us Cowboy fans know that in those last few years of Tony Romo, he really got it together. Something had clicked, that switch had flipped. And like I said, we was waiting for Tony Romo to come out and show, you know, the world that, I mean, he had elevated to another player. He had that last good season. DeMarco Murray broke a lot of records, and we ended up losing the playoffs. And then next year, we had high hopes for Tony Romo. He come out, he got injured, you know what I mean? You know, collarbone, whatever the heck it was, you know what I'm saying? But the silver lining of that was we ended up with the 4th overall draft pick, which turned into Zeke Elliott, and then the 4th pick in the 4th round, which turned into Dak Prescott. But all us fans was anticipating Tony Romo. It kind of reminded me of this year, because how Dak had that good year a couple of years ago when he had 3 receivers almost go for 1,000 yards, and last year started out hot but got hurt. All us Cowboy fans was like, hey, man, look, y'all waiting to see, you know what I mean, what our Cowboys, because we know we have, if our quarterback can stay healthy, we got a cold quarterback back there. We got a franchise quarterback for real, you know what I mean? And that's the way we felt about Tony Romo coming into last year. I'm trying to tell you, Tony Romo had finally clicked. He had finally got that confidence and command of the offense, and he was looking unstoppable, man. You know what I'm saying? He really was. He elevated his game, but we never really got to see it at his peak because, like I said, he got injured, came back the next year, got injured, and then Dak Prescott ended up taking over. We ran off to like a 7-8 game, 7-1, something. We were 13-3 that year, and the rest was history. Dak's been our quarterback ever since then. Tony Romo's over there on ESPN calling games. You know what I'm saying? A little salty. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a Romo fan. Been an undrafted player, took sitting on the bench for several years, took some time to develop, you know what I'm saying? But when he eventually, at the end of his career, those last few years, it finally clicked for him. He finally got total command of offense. He was in total confidence. He looked like he wanted the ball in his hands. And that's what I see in Dak right now. That's what I love about it. You know, when you got a quarterback looking like that, when you got a quarterback playing like that, man, you got to take advantage of those opportunities and ride that wave. You got to. And that's why I was glad that, you know, because Dak's been playing good ball for the last few years. You know, he was injured last year, so out of sight, out of mind. But the year before had a great year. But what everybody gonna say? He went 8-8. So I mean, I'm glad that the higher ups, you know what I'm saying, or the higher Jerry and them, you know, got rid of the cats a step down, which was, you know, our head coach who's over at the New York Giants right now. I can't even think of his name right now. You know, I know his name. But got rid of him finally, you know what I mean, and got brought in some new cats. And I know Mike McCarthy gets criticized a lot, but at the very least, I got to give him credit from staying out the way and letting the cats that is doing their job good continue to coach. You know what I'm saying? And that's Kellen Moore and that's Dan Quinn. You know what I mean? Not trying to override anything. To sit back, try to figure out this clock management thing. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can keep on hating on Mike McCarthy as we keep on racking up the wins. Mike McCarthy is a former Super Bowl champion coach, you know what I'm saying, and a coach that led the Green Bay to several, you know what I'm saying, winning seasons over years. You know what I'm saying? That my team know, you know what I'm saying, they knocked us out the playoffs and put it on us a couple times. So I know at the end of the day, he kind of word is welcome, and people can say his schemes and this and that, blah, blah, is archaic, whatever, blah, blah. Still, get a man the credit where it's due. You know what I mean? Y'all over critiquing, real talk. I seen Andy Reid wear out his welcome over in Philly too. They couldn't wait to get rid of him, bring somebody else in, and how'd they get him? He went over somewhere else. One man's trash, next man's treasure. And what happened? He been doing this thing in Kansas City. Well, you know, before this year, because Kansas City looking bad. And we got him on the schedule coming up. I hope they continue to look bad. That was one of them games I was looking at and definitely counting as an L before the season. Not even necessarily because I feel like they just that much better, or it was just because I want to say we're playing them at home and because we're looking good. You can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody wins them all. You know what I'm saying? They just really don't. I mean, it's possible, but more often than not, you know what I mean, we're human. You know, we have bad games, we have bad days. You know, I mean, it's a lot of luck. It's a lot of, you know, things that go into the game that you can't predict. So who knows? All I can do is put yourself in the best position to win. And so far, my team has been doing that and looking damn good doing it. You know what I mean? But after that, man, you know, I done ran off, and you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. But I can do that when it comes to my Cowboys and when it comes to my show. You know what I mean? So that's my prediction on the game. Last thing I want to talk about, man, before I get on up out of here, and what that's leading me to, and one thing I always try to end my shows with is the NFC East standings after Week 8. You know what I mean? Now, of course, if I am predicting that, let me go open up my schedule and my pick 'em. So if I'm predicting that the Cowboys is going to win, then that means I'm predicting we're about to move from 5-1 to 6-1 and take a even more commanding lead in the NFC East. And the reason why I say even more commanding is because I'm actually predicting that the teams in NFC East, all three of them, lose this week. Now, I won't lie, it's a little bit of bias going into that, but that's just the way I feel, man. I feel like, you know, they're all playing more superior opponents. Let me scroll down through here real quick. You got damn, I lied. This first game wasn't the first one to come up with. You got the Eagles playing Detroit Lions. You know, both teams kind of struggling. A team that the Eagles could win this game, but Detroit's at home. I'm gonna give some love to my boy Rad. I feel like Detroit has played hard in games and just hadn't been able to pull it off. But the Eagles ain't great either. So, and then NFC East and my foe. So, hey, I'm going with Detroit Lions to knock off the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? But the other NFC East teams do have a little harder comp. The next one game's a little harder. You got the Washington Redskins playing at the Denver Broncos. Another one of my co-host teams, so I'm gonna give them some love. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go and ride with the Broncos, even though I pitch Washington in my pick'ems. But on here, I'm gonna say I ride with the Broncos. Man, I want the Broncos to win. I hope they win, and they probably should win. I'm probably gonna switch that up. But I don't know right now. I got Washington picked in my pick'ems. Maybe I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check on that. But anyway, that's another loss. And the last team that's playing in the NFC East is gonna be Monday Night Football, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're gonna run over them Giants, man. The little Giants. They looking like the real little Giants out there. They need Saquon, need some help. But even with the problems Kansas City has had, they at home, I see them busting the Giants up. So when we predicting those three teams lose, I say we move to 6-1. All three of them move to 2-6. We take a 4-game lead in the NFC East, and I get closer to that $100 bill that my old co-host Jay Nay gonna owe me because he bet me that the Dallas Cowboys weren't gonna win the division. Joke's on you. Well, so far, let me not get ahead of myself. See, y'all making. See, I usually be quiet till the win is in, but now I'm being y'all be on me so much. I got me talking, and they saying some of it's gonna come back to bite me. You know what I'm saying? It really is, but. Nah, maybe not. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Cowboys doing their thing, man. And if we lose, we win, whatever happens. I just like the way my team is looking. It definitely look like a different team in years past. I love the direction we headed. I love the fact that we finally got a franchise quarterback. We haven't had one. No disrespect to Romo, who took a while to develop and was an undrafted free agent, but we haven't had a true franchise quarterback since Troy Aikman. And y'all know what we did when we had that, man. So I feel like, you know, we on the up and up. Things to get better. And as long as we win the division, we at least get invited to the dance, which is the biggest thing. That's the playoffs. And once you're in the dance, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. But like I said, I'm about to wrap it up, man. This is my Friday night cash in. Cowboys cash in with PayDayTre, man. I loved all y'all for tuning in. Like I said, first one in a minute. Me and my bros is back, you know what I'm saying? After the little mix up, little slip up, you know what I'm saying? But you can slow us down, but you can't stop us. I'm going to continue to pick these up, you know, bring my guests in, do my thing. But this first one, I wanted to come in and go ahead and lace the track and set the standard, man, and talk about my Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, and get it popping. So, that's a good night, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all showing up. Hey, tune in tomorrow, though. Y'all know Saturday nights when we really get it live, man. That's when all of us come together and we do our whole show. We're gonna do our pick'ems tomorrow. We're gonna go over a couple of these other things. I know they're gonna want to talk to me about the Cowboys and ask me some more questions. So I'll be regurgitating some of the same information tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna come with it and spit that facts. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate you, Peter, man, all day long, man. Everybody tune in, show love. You know what I'm saying, for you, boy. Whether you're a Cowboy fan or not, man, all love. We all in this together. You know what I mean? But how about them boys? I'm gonna end it on that note. Y'all have a good day, man. Enjoy your night. Peace. Yeah.